What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Sorry, it took me a couple minutes to get launched. How's everybody doing today? How are you guys doing today? YouTube, what's up? Oh, try to get a little energy. How's everybody doing today? Texas Prana in the house, as always. I think he was already commenting before I even went live. Mike, you're too quick. Too quick, man. How's everybody else doing, man? How's everybody in the chat? Barad, going on? Francis, what's up, man? Super TA, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Lloyd Christmas, Xavier, what's going on? Snazzins, hey, Arm Wrestling Opinion. I know he's your buddy, but Jerry smokes chance any day. Damn. Desperation Pinocchio, what's up, man? Jay Gilbert in the house, what's going on? Another member in here. You guys, if you get a chance, give this thing a share. Share it on something, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, Reddit, something. Hey, Derek, was just watching you on Larry Wheel's channel, Secrets of the Strap. Hey, yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff I worked with Larry on was pretty. I went pretty entry level stuff with him because I knew there'd be a lot of people watching, and also I wanted to cover the bases with him and make sure that there was no gaps that hadn't been talked about. So I kind of went really entry level stuff with Larry just to make sure we had a solid foundation. Yeah. Burgoyne's Beer Belly, Evan, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Benjamin, what's going on? Nick, what's up? On a serious note, why is Francis Callahan not a member? True story, Mike. Andy Beckett says, hey, Derek, what's going on? Paul Stevens, the legend himself. Paul, hopefully you're feeling strong. You got that round robin coming up in Washington, right, man? Hopefully everything's going well. Let's see, Lord Christmas. Chance will get those ugly-ass shirts slapped off him by Jerry. Damn. David Bautiera, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, so you guys saw the title of the stream today. I want to get in on this talk on this Chance and Jerry drama going on. If you guys don't have Facebook or you don't follow it, there's just a bunch of crap talking going back and forth. Apparently, I mean, it all started with a practice. The word on the street was that there was a practice in Florida, and Jerry was visiting Florida for some reason. He doesn't live there. I believe he lives in, was it Massachusetts, something? Patton Full. Hey, Derek, it's Muhammad. Is your practice John Brzezinski still happening, or is it in limbo? I actually just messaged John like an hour ago, and he just messaged me back. I think I'm going to go out there on the 13th. Michael Todd will be out there as well. So I think I'm going to go out there the same day that Mike's out there. It's a Saturday, so I'm going to have to get it off work, but I'm going to start getting that in the works. I was trying to find a date where Mega Mike could go with me, where we could both go out there, but Mega Mike has his match coming up with Jordan Sill, and so there's no real date coming up where Mike can go pull really heavy against John. That also a date that also works for John. So I think I'm just going to roll out there. I mean, Mike's welcome to go, but I just know he can't really arm wrestle with John too much. He has to kind of stay fresh for Jordan. So, yes, it's going on. John said he's down to have me out there when Michael's there. Sounds like a date. So plan on going out there then because, then I can kill two birds, one stone. Mike's there and John's there. So I'm trying to see. I know John likes his practices small, so I'm trying to I might have Ole Mosai roll out there with me. If Dallas Langston's up for it, maybe have him. I definitely am only going to bring people out there with me that John would have that'll help John get stronger. Because I know a lot of people want to go just hang out with John, but I don't think he likes having his practices crowded. So, but yeah, I'm definitely planning on rolling out there. Right now, it's the 13th is when I plan on going out there at this Saturday. I just got to make sure I can get it off work, but it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see. Robert Gould says, I've been arm wrestling a couple months, so I love those videos you did with Larry. Oh, good, dude. And that's great stuff for new guys. Like that's kind of one of the biggest intentions of it was for new guys. Muhammad, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Daniel York in the house. Oh, okay, Robert Gould says he's in Massachusetts. Okay. Jerry Cadorette, Massachusetts. David says, I want to see Jerry versus Vitali, assuming Jerry would be in top shape. If you're an outside puller not familiar with Jerry, he can put you in a very weird spot. True. Paul Stevens says, Mike's going to kill Jordan. Looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to it, too. Richard Diggins says, Jerry will probably sweep Chance. Rowdy says, have you watched Venom 2? I have not. Damn it. And Benjamin Max says 13th is the Nevada tourney. Yeah, so there you go. There's the problem right there. I don't think we're not doing the Nevada tournament because the next weekend is the Jordan Sill match, I believe. So I don't think Mike's going to Mike's going to that one. So okay, back on topic. So there was a practice in Florida, and Jerry was out in Florida for whatever reason, and he said, "Hey, I want to hit up a practice." But this is where it starts getting misconstrued. The Chance says that he was only a couple minutes, like 20. Jerry says Chance is like an hour and a half late to practice, or like, you know, one of the last people there. But the videos get released of Chance destroying Jerry Cadorette at practice, right? But Chance is whooping him, right? He's whooping Jerry at practice for sure. There's no arguing that. So that's the video that was released, was just Chance beating up on Jerry. Now, Chance didn't hail it as like, he definitely told everybody it's practice. You know, don't read into it too much. But Chance also did release the video ASAP, and so it kind of got to Jerry a little bit because people started talking crap, like, "Oh my gosh, Chance can beat Jerry," and this and that. And so Jerry saw the practice as just a normal practice, and people started harping on Jerry because of who Chance was and the hype behind Chance. You know, that people started kind of saying, "Oh, I think Chance would beat Jerry. Oh, did you see that video? Chance whooping Jerry?" You know, things like that. So those talks started. Now, once someone starts getting on you, with the amount of online clout that Chance has, once that starts going, now I'm sure Jerry's getting messages about Chance Shaw every day. Like, it has to be like every day or like every other day. He's hearing Chance Shaw's name. And right now it's an all-time peak because Jerry finally started, I guess he wouldn't take the match to Chance for whatever reason, but now Jerry started really getting more loud on social media, talking back to Chance and saying things like, "Why would I have a match with you?" Then he finally said, like, "I'll have a match with you, but only if you put up $5,000, I put up $5,000, and the venue puts up $5,000. Then that way I can go home with $15,000, which is $10,000 of, you know, 5 of it was already his money." But I see what you're saying. But it kind of seems like Jerry doesn't want the match with Chance. I'm not saying that Chance is going to be a favorite to beat Jerry. I don't think even Chance wouldn't say Chance is a favorite to beat Jerry. But it does seem like Jerry he really does not want the match to happen, kind of, you know, because if he is that confident that he'd beat Chance, like, when you just take Chance offered him that, like, I think Chance got up to like $3,000 he was offering him. But I don't understand why Jerry won't just take it. If it's that much of a walk in the park, and it would get, he was mad because he kind of got taken off the rankings due to inactivity because he hadn't arm wrestled in him a year and a half. So he got removed off the rankings, and he's been kind of bothered that he's not ranked number 1 or 2. But he hasn't been active, so you fall off the rankings if you're not active. But anyway, it just seems kind of weird that Jerry won't take the match. Now, I will say, though, in that match, like, Jerry has to be the favorite. Jerry was always ranked like top 3, stylistically, you know, just like a past resume and accomplishments. Jerry has to be the favorite. Obviously, I'll cheer for Chance because I'm on team up and comer. But yeah, I mean, it'd be an awesome match that I definitely want to see. Let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Ryan Bowen, number 2 in the world. Yo, Derek, my man from Steven Diamond. What's going on, Steven? Thanks for tuning in. Yvonne says here about Trubin towards Peck. I did not hear about that. Heraclio Ramirez says, yo, what's going on, man? Says, watch out, Bowen is watching. Ryan's my boy. I was just talking to him yesterday. Trubin out versus Hermes, by the way. Man, that sucks. Do you think Michael Todd can win against Hermes Gasparini? Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Popping a full with another $5 super chat says, Muhammad again, Derek. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out for John. Hopefully we get to see the footage of the practice. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be footage of us pulling 100%. A good thing, I'm not Devon Larratt by any means. I'm not claiming to be, and I don't arm wrestle like Devon. But me and Devon have measured, and we have the exact same length from tip of elbow to tip of finger. So where Devon reaches, I can reach. Right. So the angles that Devon hits, I can hit. Now, I'm not saying I'm as strong as him in those angles. I'm just saying that when arm wrestling my arm, it's similar to Devon's in the feel. Right. And I'm fairly strong. So it's in terms of John getting comfortable with somebody in their length. I mean, I'm a good person to practice with if you're prepping for Devon, in terms of just knowing where the pressure's hit. If I move forward, how far do you have to move back? You know, this and that, and where can I reach? So I understand John wanted to train with me, and just like Mike wanted to train with me when he was prepping for Devon. Obviously, that didn't pan out too well, but yeah. So I'm excited to go out there and work with John if I can help him. Of course, I mean, Devon wouldn't even be mad at me about it. I don't think. Devon, if you're watching this, you're mad about it. Suck it. Okay. Yeah, I think Michael Todd can beat Gasparini. I have him ranked above Hermes in my rankings in my head. White Wolf in the house. What's going on, White Wolf? Thanks for coming through, bud. Good to see you. He says, John just got a bunch of arm sport handles. Do you see John's latest YouTube? I literally clicked on that video and then realized, oh, it's 4:30, and I clicked off the video and then started this up. So I got that moving. I don't know if he mentions in the video because I haven't seen it yet, but I orchestrated that. I got John in touch with the arm sport guys and told them that he wants some handles and he's interested in getting some handles. He's got that pulley system. And so they're like, oh, thank you. And they reached out to him. Handles, I have not watched that video yet, though. Chance has no chance. How healthy is Jerry? Apparently, I think he's pretty healthy. I haven't heard anything about any injuries right now. Text says, Jerry said 5K a piece, and the venue put up 5K for the match, right? Big Stomcraft says, were you the San Fernando arm wrestler Marvin Cohen was talking crap about? No. San Fernando? No. I don't think so. I've never met Marvin. Steven Diamond said, oh, no, I have met Marvin. That's a lie. I met him once or twice. But I don't think he remembered me. We didn't really talk. Hey, Derek, if Vitaly beat Levon, even if it's just one match, I mean, he hasn't yet, but I think he's the closest one to, like, today, right now. If there were super matches against Levon, I think Vitaly stands the best chance of anybody right now, today. Let's see. Richard Biggin says, Jerry's hamburgered down. Hamburgered down? Trust me. X-Monster, did you watch Neil Pickup with Devon and John? What do you think of Devon's trash talk? I did watch that. I actually made sure to set aside some time and watch that. It was interesting, man. I wish I watched it live so I could throw some super chats in there. But it's just, John doesn't really seem too phased. There was a couple moments where he was a little phased by Devon, but Devon is just like, he looks a little flustered. Like, because you know how serious he takes his match with John, like for him, for his career and for his own psyche, having the last one on the goat, this and that. So I know Devon's taking this super serious, and he's throwing every mind game he can at John, trying to psych him out and stuff like that. And it's interesting watching that happen and watching John just look at him like, what? Like, and so, yeah, I mean, I think Devon's pulling out all the stops. He's definitely taking this as serious as possible, trying to tell John, I'm going to hurt you. You should back out. I'm going to hurt you. You know, stuff like that. Interesting. Benjamin Mack says, what do you think of Tony's chances are with Cody? Like I've talked about it a few times. I mean, you have to put Cody as the favorite. I mean, like I said, me and Tony beats me, but I can feel Tony. We're not too far apart, and I can't feel Cody. Like in my matches I pulled with Cody left-handed, I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel his wrist have any give in it whatsoever. I didn't feel his elbow or his bicep or his chest have any give in it whatsoever. He literally went like that to me and just moved me across the table. So I don't know. If Tony gets a win, I'll be hyped. If you can get a win, if he wins the whole thing, then Tony, you're my boy. You're the man. I'll give you $100 if you beat Cody. I'm cheering for Tony for sure. But yeah, Cody just feels insane right now, guys. So let's see. I like Chance a lot, but says Bots Bass, right? Tom Smith says, what's up, dude? Thanks, Tom, for coming through. Let's see. John Stone says, what up? What's going on? Vaughn, what do you think would be the best match for Vitaly aside from Levon? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. David Baltier says, I'm rooting for Tony. Not sure, though. Well, I think a lot of us are rooting for Tony. Hook Roller says, yo, what's going on, Hook? Thanks for coming through. Once again, it reminds me, you guys, if you guys are not in the Discord server, you guys come through. Come hang out with us. There's a lot of guys in this chat right now that are on the Discord server with me, and we talk and voice chat all day. We go over training stuff all day, every day. I'm available on there, and we chop it up. So go to the arm wrestling server. There's 2 servers on Discord for arm wrestling. There's Polar Public, and there's arm wrestling. Join them both, but if you want to talk to me, you'll find me on the arm wrestling server. Right. Let's see. Why aren't you just doing endless sets of biceps like Levon? I am doing a lot of biceps. I do elbow flexors. So I do isolated biceps one day and then brachioradialis, pronator teres, and like brachialis type stuff on a different day. Right. So I alternate them, but I do have at least 2 elbow flexor days. And sometimes when I'll throw in a back day, which is also hits my elbow flexors. So up to 3 times a week, I'll hit elbow flexors. Kind of depends on how the week's looking. Let's see. Tom Smith said, how would you rank Irakli? People are saying Irakli versus Hermes. I think that's a little – I don't think Irakli's ready for that. Irakli's really good, especially at his weight. I believe he's top 3 or so at his weight, but not in terms of against Hermes, not yet. Let's see. John feels really comfortable and confident. Going to be a great match, says Stephen Diamond. Hopefully. David says, it appears that John thinks he's pulling the same guy from 2015, just heavier. He really may be blindsided in December. Maybe. Richard Biggin says, I love you actually answer questions. Hardly anybody does that. I tried you, man. That's kind of the purpose of this Wednesday one, this Wednesday chat is trying to, me and you guys, me answering questions and keeping up with the chat and moving forward. Eventually, I'm wondering, like, there's a thing I can do on here where I click it and it makes the chat go slower. Put that on. I can handle up to just below 200 people. I can usually keep up with reading it, but once it passes that, it starts getting kind of wild. So I think Wednesdays, even if it does get wild, say I get popular and I start averaging like 250 people per Wednesday chat. I think what I'll do, this is what other people do on YouTube. What they would do is they would leave it full steam like this, and then they would only answer super chats. I don't want to do that, right? I appreciate the super chats. Of course, I'll put high priority on them if people send me super chats, or if you're a member and you're commenting, then I'll for sure answer your questions first. But I try to get to all of them. A lot of people would just do super chats just so they try to generate more money, because they'd be like, "Oh, don't answer all those questions, just do the super chat questions." Nah, because Wednesday is from me to you guys. Like this is us hanging out, me helping you guys on any questions you have, chopping up about arm wrestling. Like this is me for you, right? That's the whole point of Wednesdays to me. So that's why I'm here. Yesterday, for those of you guys that were talking to me, I started doing reaction videos, right? I haven't uploaded one. I think I'll do one tonight. But I've just been figuring out how I do it, how to edit it, how to capture it and all that stuff. I got it. So I did test runs. I have a few test run videos on my channel right now, kind of hidden. But yeah, so the reaction videos are coming. I'm going to try to stick to the video for now. My idea for now, and it might change, is I'm going to be reacting to videos and channels smaller than mine. Hopefully, most of the time it'll be channels smaller than mine, and reviewing videos of people ranked outside of the top 10 and below. I'm going to try to stay away from the mainstream stuff too much. Some higher up YouTube content creators have told me that that's not going to work, or they don't think that'll work. I have to be in the algorithm. I have to be talking about the popular topics. So I might end up throwing in little random things here or there, but for now I'm going to try just to stay on topic with the guys up and coming. And it's not going to be they're not going to be videos of me just like breaking down exactly what's going on, although that will happen. I will pause the video and be like, all right, see how this guy's not sliding his elbow? This doesn't make sense, that and that. But it's also going to be reaction videos. I don't know if you guys are watching reaction videos, because it'll be like us joking around, look at this guy's socks. What is he wearing? Oh my God, look at that guy in the background. It'll be fun, right? We're just gonna be tearing apart the video a little bit and looking at what's going on and just having a good time and helping you guys see these arm wrestling videos through my eyes and how I take them in. So I think it'll be fun, right? But that's coming out. I'm gonna try to do one tonight, and then I'll try to throw up 1 or 2 a week. They should be pretty easy to make. I mean, you just kind of record and let it run. You can make like 7 of them in a day if you wanted to. So hopefully I'll get a few of those a week thrown up for you guys. Okay, let's catch back up. Let's see. Okay, John has been doing this long enough. He knows what he's in for. Yes, I agree. That's a huge aspect of my opinions towards these matches, especially when people say John's gonna get swashed. Like, you think the GOAT doesn't know what he's signing up for? Does anybody in here think they know more than the GOAT? Does anybody in here think they know more about this match or what John's getting himself into more than John does? That's crazy, right? I definitely don't know more about it than John. I don't know more about how that match can potentially go than John. He knows his strengths. He has more high-end experience than anybody in the world. Like, to undervalue that and assume that he's making a mistake and doesn't know what he's getting himself into, because even John's not saying he's going to sweep Devon and things like that, but he's definitely going to have something for him for sure. There's no way. I can't envision John just getting absolutely crushed and swept. Now, it's possible for sure, but I think the odds are very against that happening. We'd love for you to come to Oklahoma and learn from you in person, says Tom Smith. Yeah, man. Well, in terms of flying me out, like I've told a few people, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. If you want me to come out there and work with your team, it's literally buy me a plane ticket, man. Find me somewhere to stay and book it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So actually Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I don't have to call off work. And I'm out. I'm there. And you and the team, and we can do a seminar. We can do whatever you guys want. Have a cool practice. You just let me know. Steven Diamond says, number 10, hit that. No, number 10, hit that button, B-Hoys. What? I'm confused. I want to see the COC 3.5, please. You guys, I'm gonna have to spread out the Captains of Crush 3.5 attempts. I'm gonna spread them out. So when I was doing it every Wednesday, I wasn't training. I had been resting from the Tom match and just taking some time off. And so grip is so CNS derived. It's all about how well you feel. Now that I'm training heavy again, like I just got back from the gym like an hour ago, lifting super heavy. CNS is taxed. Hand and I did pronation. I did biceps today. So everything's super taxed right now. Like it's not going to be impressive. I won't be able to do 3.5 right now. It has to happen on a time where I'm like really recovered and I feel good. I can give it a real good attempt because grip is shown so blatantly from your nervous system. If you're tired or taxed, you can't close anything. So now that I'm training heavy full time again, I don't know if the grippers are going to happen for a while. Nothing impressive. I need a few days off before I try it. So maybe I'll take a couple days before I go practice with John, so I can feel really good for that practice. And so maybe on like the second or third day, I'll try some grippers for you guys again. We'll throw a video up of 3.5 attempt after me feeling good and healed up. Arm wrestler guy says, "Hi Derek, Scott Medina here. Do you think Chance Shaw can beat Eric Spoto if they pulled?" I don't think so. I think that Chance has a good angle, a good style for Eric Spoto for sure. I think Eric's hand. Well, Eric starts like this. I think Eric's hand might go like this, right? Chance might hit first and take Eric's hand like this. But what I worry about is after his hand goes like that, after Eric's hand goes like that, what happens then? Does Eric freak out and let his hand fold, or does Eric go crazy psycho and just start blasting sideways without his hand? If he goes crazy psycho, I think he could still pull through Chance that way. You know what I mean? So it depends on what he would do. But I think Chance has a good shot of taking Eric's wrist. But what happens after that, I don't know. So I guess I'd have to lean towards Eric, I guess. But I have to see how the beginnings go for sure, in my opinion. Go take Truman's spot against Hermes, please. Chance versus Jerry sounds like a bad matchup, and Jerry's just definitely the favorite. Chance is not at that level, says Leo. Potentially, that could, but I mean, what is he? Chance is ranked like, was he 8th right now? I mean, he's definitely not far off that level, right? White Wolf says, "Get those likes up there, guys." What are we at? 6 likes and 83 people. Those are some rookie numbers. Some rookie like numbers, y'all. If you guys would take a second, close out the live chat if you're on your phone, and click the thumbs up button. I'd help it, or I'd help it. I'd appreciate the help. And then we can keep this thing, get it in the algorithm so people see this thing popping up. You guys get a little like spike. Let's see. Queefer Sutherland says, "Got you, Wolf. Attaboy." The hair poking out of your hat is freaking me out, says Florin Monk. I know, huh? Sorry, the hair's kind of short right now, so it's kind of poking out a little bit. I can put this thing on. Makes you feel any better. It's never too far away. Get John doped up so you can just throw that numbed up shoulder and hit old school Brazilian styles. Oh, it'll be crazy. Do you cap? I mean, do I cap like when I arm wrestle? Depends on what I'm going for. If I'm top rolling or hooking or what my goals are for the match. Sometimes I cap, sometimes I don't. Veronica Knight in the house. My ladies team captain, Miss Veronica Knight. Tamara says, "Almost 10K subs. Good job. Keep up the good work." Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate that. Richard Diggins says, "Michael Todd is getting huge. Do you think he would really have any chance against Levon? I think he may be overtraining." I don't think Mike's overtraining. I just don't know if his training is carrying over. I want to see Michael's new style. Every high-level match, Mike ends up on a King's move, right? The elite matches. So is Mike developing a new style that's not a King's move? If so, I'm interested in it and how he's training for it. But assuming that he's still going to a King's move for his next matches, I just don't ever understand why Mike's not training, assuming he's going to be working in a King's move. Why is he not starting like all his bicep curls like out like this? 1, 2, just like everything starting from a King's move, and from a King's move, maybe fortifying his King's move, putting his elbow down on a table and having like 300 pounds hanging off, and him sitting in King's move with like 400 pounds just dangling off his arm. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you should be embracing the King's move thing and doubling down on that. But I feel like he lifts like more traditional lifts, but he doesn't arm wrestle traditionally. That's the part that's always never made a lot of sense with me and Mike, with me and Mike's training, is I feel like he doesn't arm wrestle traditionally, but he trains traditionally, which is kind of doesn't make sense to me. Derek reaction Bowen. No. I see. I'm not going to be like that. Eric Gerlach. Oh, hey, bud, man. I heard you are killing it. Says same with Cody. Oh, I don't know what you're referencing. And same with Cody. X Monster says, "Sir, we really appreciate you trying to answer all our questions and not just in it for the super chat money like the others on here." Yeah, no problem, man. Benjamin Mack says he has a last one on Devon and Monster Michael. Hey. Wrecked Ryan Bowen's reacting to videos. Richard Biggin says, "Look at what John did to Paul Lynn, and I think he has more of a chance than giving people are giving him. Like you said, he is the GOAT." I guarantee Paul Lynn can make Devon work as well. I guarantee that if Devon and Paul Lynn had a match, Devon wouldn't just hold Paul Lynn center table and not like clench his jaw and just chill. Super strong. I'm not saying Paul has a chance of beating Devon right now, but I guarantee you would see Devon, start straining, maybe go into a King's move. Paul is definitely strong enough for that. And John held Paul pretty comfortably. Now it's styles and things like that. I get that. But people are assuming that Devon's going to walk all over John and just like hold him. Like, dude, I guarantee John couldn't just hold Paul Lynn without going into a move or really straining himself. I promise you. White Wolf says $10 super chat if you close at 3.5. At least manhandle the 3, says John Stone. No way chance takes Eric, says White Wolf. Mercer guy says, "Thank you, Big Derek. You're awesome, buddy." No problem. Andre Lupkeys, me and the boy chilling. Beerman Burgoyne and his bad company says, "Yo, what's up, Evan?" Florin Monk says, "Now we're talking LMAO." Okay, perfect. Evan's in here. Evan, I don't know if you're still watching. I know you agree with me because me and you have had these conversations that Devon is not known for his overwhelming strength. Do you think that Devon could hold Paul Lynn and not strain and just hold him center table? Do you think so? I understand styles make matchups and things like that, but I don't think Devon would do it. Devon would at least, I'm just saying he would at least strain. I believe he'd beat Paul Lynn 6-0, but I think he would at least strain. I think Paul could potentially make Devon maybe King's move or really commit to a super inside move to really hold Paul Lynn comfortably. What do you think, Evan? What do you think? Devon can't hold anyone center table elbow. See, exactly. And somehow they think that he's just going to stonewall John Brzezinski. Now, Devon's still the favorite to win, but I'm saying John definitely has some things in there. He definitely has some wrenches he can throw in Devon's cogs. You know what I mean? Even Devon said in his video, John has his lanes and I have mine. Meaning, if he says John has his lanes, that means there's lanes where John is stronger than Devon, and Devon admits it. He acknowledges it. John has his lanes. Okay. So that's all it is. It's that Devon's acknowledging John as somewhat of his equal in terms of admitting they both have their lanes that they're stronger than the other one in. Now, whose lanes are stronger, who uses their lanes better and more intelligently, I mean, that's going to be the thing, right? But yeah, I just can't stand when people say Devon's going to just destroy John. It's not going to be close. I can't see that happening. I mean, no one's ever done that to John, really, unless you talk about the 2008 match with him and Devon, but that's still, Devon definitely tried. He wasn't stonewalling him. Let's see. When are you going after Devon? Says Nathan Jones. Man, okay. Assuming I'm getting as strong as I think I am, at the rate I think I am, when would I potentially? And we'll assume I have my match with Tim Breslin. We'll assume I beat Tim Breslin's. It puts me at 4th ranked in North America, potentially around 9th or 10th in the world. If I'm really at that level and I'm gaining from the before the Tom match to Tim Breslin, if that's my trajectory, year and a half, 2 years, I would like a real attempt at Devon. One where I'm calling him out, not just like a for fun one like we had before, where he hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Vegas in 2 days. Let's have a match." I'd be prepped and call him out for a real match somewhere around there, assuming I keep being successful and I'm making the gains I hope I'm making. Yeah. Condottiero, what's going on? Chaldish, thanks for tuning in, bud. We miss you. Andy Beckett says, "Evan, my man, Veronica, you told us to go this journey with you. Got a schedule in the COC. Your audience needs to see the king. All hail the king." Richard, okay. You guys are going to make me try the 3. You guys are going to make me try the 3, aren't you? 3.5 is going to be out of it right now, but we can maybe we can try the 3 just for the grip enthusiasts in here. I guess I've got you guys. I've turned you guys, helped turn some of you guys into grip enthusiasts. Another super chat, $5 super chat. Another from Muhammad says, "Sorry to bother you again, Derek. Do you think you are much stronger than you were since you pulled John 2 years ago? Please answer honestly." Yes, 100%. 100%. I'm significantly stronger than when I pulled John. John beat the crap out of me in our super match for sure. There was a few things about that match which kind of sucked. One, there was like no prep time. They just kind of offered it to me like a week or two out. But also when I got there, we pulled up to the restaurant, and I got out. I remember walking in with my backpack, and John was already standing at the arm wrestling table. And I walk in, the crowd's packed, and they go, "Let's get up here, Derek, right to the stage." And I'm like, "What? No time to warm up, no time to sit down, no time to order a water, no nothing." I literally walked straight through the door, and John was sitting at the table, and Travis was already screaming my name when we walked in. I walked straight to the table. As I'm walking to the table, I'm grabbing my teammate, and I'm trying to get a quick little warm up in as we're walking up to the table, and I put my elbow down, and I arm wrestled John. So not that it would have made it strong for me, and he beat me considerably, but I'm definitely way stronger now, and that was a horrible day in terms of prep, and I didn't really have any prep for it. So I'm definitely stronger now, admittedly. So yeah, but John looks like he's a lot stronger right now too. So, but yeah, when I go to them, we'll see. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Okay, he's probably asking that because when I go practice with John and he sees the content, he's going to want to see how it looks between me and John. Is it closer? Am I stronger than John? Is John just way stronger than me still? Is he night and day difference stronger than me, or what's it look like? So I believe that's what he's asking to take a look at, which makes sense, right? But yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just warming up my hand a little bit, guys. Okay. Let's see. How many pounds do you think that Kings of Crown weighs? I don't know. You have a chance. Who has a chance against Levon on left hand, in your opinion? I don't know. I'd love to see Cody Merritt. I haven't seen Cody Merritt struggle left-handed really hard in a little while. What do you think about Gary quitting YouTube because of Ryan Bowen? Gary will be back, I think. He's just going to take a little break. Will the GOAT beat Devon? He can. He can beat Devon. I mean, it's not out of this world to think that. Where are we at? Oh. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Let's try this 3.5. Oh, there I am. Caught up. Or let's try the 3. We're not going to try 3.5 because it just won't happen. I'm telling you guys it won't happen. 2.5. Okay. 3. You guys see it? Let me get some chalk. Let's see how this looks. All right. There we go. Ow. Damn, ice cold. Ugh, that hurt. Oh. Okay, there's a 3. I think what was it, like 300 people or something have done that, or 400, 500 people, something. I forget how long the list is for them that have been certified on the 3. But there's that. You guys, I won't be able to do the 3.5 right now. I'm telling you, that killed me. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up here. We're going to go a little bit quick. Messed the arm wrestling Reddit page 3 years ago. You were the only one that responded, and now I finally have a club and training. Thank you so much. No problem, Bruce. I'm glad you made it, man. Burgoyne in the house. Yes, he is. Devon can't hold anyone center table. I agree. He can hold some people, but not high level, not the elites. Paul's a bad dude. He is. Goat seems like he's still mad about 2008, maybe. Spencer in the house. What's going on, Spencer? You guys, for those of you guys are wondering what those icons are next to those guys' names, those are members. Those are people that hit the join button down there next to the subscribe button if you're on Droid or on PC. And they joined up, and they got a membership going with me. So if you guys are interested in getting that, that's why they have those icons. And I release members only content, which I gotta hurry up and do some more videos. And then I also try to answer their questions a little higher priority. Devon has that center table strength. His match against Monster Michael Todd, though. Center table strength, because Michael Todd doesn't really fight center table too much. He kind of went for the King's move, so he immediately goes to defense. So I don't know. In terms of people that fight for center table, I wouldn't put Mike up at the top of any list. You know what I mean? Do you think if Devon does completely crush John, it will discourage him from pursuing big matches? Maybe. Beer member Gordon says, my future grandkids can make Devon struggle already, but beating him is a different story. I agree. Oh, new member in the house, Robert Gould. Thank you so much, man. We haven't had a member in a while. Thank you so much, Robert Gould. Thanks for joining the team, bro. I appreciate the membership, man. Yes. Follow along, man. Message me if you need anything. I'm easiest to get a hold of on Instagram. Shoot me a message on there if you have any training questions or anything like that, or if you have any videos you want me to review and give you my opinion of, man. Send away. Thank you for hanging out with us, Robert. Okay, so Spencer, what's going on? Andre Lepkeys, what do you think of the heat between Devon and John? Seems like there's something there in the interview. There might be. No, I think Devon could just hold in without straining, but then again, he did it. He did it with Pushkar. He didn't do it with Pushkar until he drained Pushkar. Pushkar had pinned Devon, and then when Devon found an angle and worked his ass off, he finally drained Pushkar, and then he could hold him. I'm talking about fresh to fresh. Can he hold Paul Lynn? Devon can eventually, by the end of any super match, Devon holds the opponent, but no, not at the beginning, not fresh. How's your training going for your match? Are you getting stronger? Yes, things went well today. Things are moving forward. I feel good for sure. Let's see. No one ever did to Michael Todd what I agree. Go for Todd. Derek says Steven Diamond. I mean, if I'm moving up, my plans to be number one in the world, then inevitably I have to, right? I'm not saying I'm on the radar right now, or he's on my radar right now, but I mean, inevitably, Dave Chafee, Michael Todd, and Devon Larratt would be ranked above me if I beat Tim Bresnan. And then somehow I'd be ranked above Todd Hutching. So we'll see how that goes. I like to see you against Dave Chafee and test the power. I would love to pull Dave Chafee, even if it's like a practice, and just kind of see and feel that power, because I bet you it's insane. Who you got, Hermes or Gennady? I have Gennady. I think Gennady is too versatile, has too many options. Frankie G, are you located in Vegas? No, I'm in Southern California, about 3.5 hours south of Vegas, basically. Any thoughts on Larry versus Carrillo just a couple days ago? Larry's making gains. Kiro looks really small right now. Looks kind of deflated. I think I heard in the video him say that he's completely clean right now. He's not taking anything. So he's 100% natty. I don't think Larry's 100% natty right now. So there's that. But, Larry's definitely moving forward for sure. So good for Larry. Let's see. White Wolf with a $2 super chat says, okay, 2 for a 3.0 LOL. Okay, I got you. I did it. There you go. That's for you then. I didn't even know. I just read ahead of in the future. Let's see. I'll get it. Move quick. Seems like a lot of people are forgetting what happened to Devon and Michael match a few months ago. Not competitive. Check out Levon's training techniques today with Larry. The unique exercises definitely seem to work. Oh, I haven't watched it today. What do you think of the heat between Devon and John? Yes. Oh, sorry. Did I read these? Okay. When are you going to practice with the GOAT before the match? Hopefully on the 13th, in like a week or so. Patton Full 21, Derek with Stonewall 2018. Derek, like a middle school kid. I agree. Derek, as big as you are, you need to ninja walk into those events and fly on the wall for a while. I've been flying on the wall, man. Go back, you guys, if you get a minute, go YouTube John Brzezinski versus Zoloev, or John Brzezinski versus Jerry Cadorette when they're practicing. You'll see me in the background. That's like in my first year of arm wrestling. So I've been around the sport for like 11 years, you guys. So that I'm not new to this game at all. I understand the game. I get the game. It's just making it happen. Now we're at the phase of making it happen. Why do I have this stupid crown on my head still? Oh yeah, my hat was freaking someone out. What if I wore it like a trucker like this? Okay, so where we at? What happened with Bowen and Arm TV? Apparently Gary got mad because Bowen stole some of his content before Gary could release it. Craig D says, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving this year, man? Eating food, hopefully." Me and my daughter always hang out, but she has to go to like 3 different Thanksgivings, so we always get spread thin. But as long as we get Thanksgiving dinner, man, that's the important thing. It's my favorite thing in the world. I heard those pops sounded painful, says Jay Gilbert. Yeah, man, my hand was popping like crazy. We doing his left being far ahead that I can't feel it. Oh yeah. Cody's left is wild. It's super connected for sure. You guys, Eric Gerlach, I believe. Eric, what are you ranked right now? Are you like second? I don't know the weight class at 2. Is it 242? You're second or third? What are your rankings right now, man? Put them in the chat. You guys, Eric is a badass arm wrestler, you guys. He's definitely a top guy. Let's see. Remember number 1 here. Craig D, how much table time do you average per week? It depends. Sometimes right now in my prep for Tim, I'm trying to get more table time than usual. Prep for Tom, I was just trying to triple down on just pure horsepower. So I was doing way less table time. Because I'm trying to fortify some joints and some specific angles for Tim that I wasn't super worried about for Tom. So right now, I've been pulling every weekend a little bit, just enough. Nothing crazy where I'm trying to tear down my muscles because I'm still trying to lift heavy in the gym, but I'm trying to target my joints as much as I can. So I'm not arm wrestling to get stronger in my big muscles. It helps some. So I'm not getting ripped open and killed, but I'm doing a lot of joint work. So I'm probably doing an hour of table time every Sunday, and then lifting throughout the week, lifting as heavy as I can. But shortly here, I'll start switching to less table time. I'll go to every other week, and then when I am on the table, it'll be really joint heavy. And then leading up to the match, I'll do more and more table time, if not get up to the point where I'm doing it twice a week, heavy table time. And then break right after that. Take a break. Let's see. Glad to join the club and support Derek. He's deserving of our support. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Optimal Rice says, "What's next for you, Derek?" Tim Bresnan, Atlantic City. That's the next thing I'm obsessed with and focused on. Hopefully, it doesn't fall apart and the match actually happens, because I'm definitely training for it like as if it's going to happen. What's your opinion on King's move, and do you plan on having it in your arsenal someday? Opinion on the King's move is that I understand it on a competitive side. I understand doing what you can to win, and it is a move in arm wrestling. Now, in terms of entertainment value and how it affects the sport, I think it does damage the sport somewhat. People already have a big enough problem. The general public have a big enough problem with us leaning, right? All the time. They watch an arm wrestling match and they're thinking we're going to do this. And they go, "Oh, you can't lean with your body weight," right? So they already have a problem with that. We lose a lot of people the moment we start leaning with our body. Not even talking about flying under the table and doing this and being completely stretched out. Like, a lot of people, I think, turn the TVs off when they see that, or whatever they're watching it on, right? I think a lot of people, I'm not saying it's killing the sport. I'm just saying that I've never heard of a King's move bringing someone in. I've definitely heard of King's move getting people to go away, though, for sure. I'm not saying it's crippling the sport or anything like that, but in terms of growth, I don't think it helps the sport. But as a competitor, I get it. I don't have one. I don't plan to get one. But I understand, trying to win and having that move. Beerman Burgoyne says, "Garrett, cancel your match with Tim. I don't want to see it. Pick someone else." All right, done, Evan. Evan, you don't want to see it because you think I'm going to get destroyed, or because you think I'm going to destroy Tim, or you just don't care, you don't want to see it. Craig D says, "So is Chance pulling Jerry?" They're trying to get it to happen. It probably won't happen, or maybe Jerry will get fed up enough of all the crap talking and actually have the match with Chance. Then that'd be cool. Spencer just says, "Todzilla got nothing on you. Think your table IQ much higher than Corey's, you would take that matchup." I will have a match with Todd Hutchings at some point. Yeah. Todd's one of my favorite pullers of all time. He's number 2. Devon's number 1 to watch. Devon was number 1. Todd is number 2. Gennady Kvikvinian number 3 of pullers I like to watch that are entertaining for me to watch arm wrestle. One of the things about the Devon and Gennady are super versatile. They can do anything on the table. They can go anywhere. They have, they're big guys and they can kind of make anything happen. Todd doesn't have the tools that they have in a lot of ways. Not just like forearm length and hand size, but even in cupping, he's missing a lot of tools, and he makes it happen with what he has. That's what's so impressive with Todd. And his age and everything, he makes it happen with what he's given and what he's embraced. And that's really cool, right? To be the chips are down, you're outclassed in this angle, this height, this length, this and this and this, but still just to win is cool. It's cool, really cool to watch Todzilla arm wrestle. And so, yes, I would love to have a match with Todd, and I would definitely take it super serious. Although, he's a mini super heavyweight. So what? I beat Todd, and then everybody just says, "Oh, you beat a light guy again," just like when I beat Tom. Come on. But one day I would love to have that match. Craig D said the same thing. When is Chance pulling Jerry? We don't know. Your stock's going to shoot up after you dominate Michael Todd at Brzezink's practice, says hi, Jim. Man, that would be cool. I'm not going there to try to dominate Michael, but he'll be there and we can practice for sure. Eric Gerlach says he's 4th at 242, 7th left. Oh, so 4th right-handed, 7th left-handed. Attaboy. No one special 321 says, "Hey Derek, do you think the Hermes will take Gennady's hand? Last time we saw Gennady's hand beat by Dave, he didn't do so well." I do think Gennady's an entirely different human being than when you face Dave Chafee. But so I'm not even 100% convinced that Hermes will take his hand. But Hermes' best chance is taking Gennady's hand. But Gennady's okay pulling without his hand. Gennady has too many options, guys. That's what I'm thinking. He's too explosive and way too experienced. So I can't see Gennady losing to Hermes unless Hermes is so explosive. But even then, dude, Gennady he's such a good arm wrestler. I have Gennady at a pretty heavy favorite in my eyes. Eric Gerlach says, just took Fallen Heroes over Merritt twice and Underwood. Oh, wait, is that right-handed or right-handed, right? Because you said you can't feel Merritt left-handed, so it must have been right. Richard Biggin, that's awesome, though, dude. Those are awesome wins. Would love to see you smash Tom Nelson again, man. I loved when you slammed him like a rag doll, says Richard Biggins. You don't want to see Tim smack Devon, Eric? That's what Danny Eric says. Blake Perry in the house. What's up, my man? What's going on, Blake? Can I get someone to please put Blake's YouTube channel in the chat? Blake's trying to grow his YouTube following, guys. Blake is one of the top up-and-comer super heavyweights in North America as well. People just don't talk about him enough. Blake's an absolute monster. So if you guys get a minute, go follow Blake. He's like as big as me. I forget, we measured height. I think I was like an inch taller than him. Blake's a bigger boy than me for sure, though. I think he has me on weight pretty considerably, and he's a beast. And at that size, it's really rare that you see someone hook. And Blake primarily hooks, and that's really cool. And so, big ups to Blake Perry, man. Thanks for coming through the chat. A lot of respect for you, brother. Spencer to say, what's up? Blake Perry in the house. Veronica and I, practice pulling and tournament pulling are different. Everybody's not hitting full on at practice, right? I love Tim, but I'm a big fan of Derek's. I'd have to root for Timmy. That makes me sad to cheer against Derek. Oh man, you're gonna cheer against me, Evan? Really? It's okay. I do that. I'm supposed to be the huge underdog of this. I mean, White Wolf says, go in and try crushing John. Do total beast mode, dude. That's what'll help John. If you do, then John should let you go smack down on Devon. What is your plan to take Tim out? I can't tell you guys my plan. You guys are crazy. I'll tell you, I'm training very hard, and I have a game plan, and I've gone over that game plan with other top guys that have pulled Tim and stuff like that, and they like my game plan, but I'm not going to give it all the way out, man. Crazy. But I have a game plan, and I learned from my last super match with Tim where I got destroyed. So, let's see. What's up, Daniel? Would love to see you pull Corey West. I think you got that. Man, Corey is an absolute beast, man. It sucks that he lost to Todzilla and people were trying to write him off for some reason, but Corey is every bit as strong as anybody ever said. He pulled Todzilla in Todzilla's power, man. That's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, I would never take Corey West lightly or assume that I'm stronger than Corey. That's definitely a match that has to happen at some point. Let's see. Drinking a beer and cleaning the shop, Blake. Who you pulling next? Have you snow skied before? No. Let's see where we're catching up. The age started pulling at is also impressive. It is. And for a lot of guys, older guys getting in the sport, I mean, it's super impressive that Todd was able to start that age and still get to the level he's at. I rate 84 likes on 127 people. You guys, thumbs up button. Close out the live chat for a second. Hit the thumbs up. Bring it back up. We spiked that. We should at least be over 100. We should be like on 110 or something like that on likes. Can we get a like spike? Please. It helps the algorithm find the channel. Doesn't cost anything. I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Easy Day Cadorette says Bob Rambo. Yeah, maybe. Mike in the chat says, am I going to what? Mike, I'm not saying your whole name, bro. Come on. I read before I talk. That's what I'm here for, Wolf, to laugh at. Are you going to invite your team to go with you? To John's? That's what I'm saying. John, I think he likes it real private. And so it'll just be top guys that can give John a run, that can help John get strong. I know Jay Webb in here has been asking me, he says he really wants to go, but it has to be people. John keeps it super private. He doesn't even invite people from Phoenix in all the surrounding areas. It's just really small and select group. Lost my voice. So I think it'll just be me or some Southern California elites maybe that go out there and give John a real run. Dylan Fisher says, "Sup, big guy. Hope all is well with you." What's going on, Dylan? Man, thanks for coming through. So does Gennady beat Michael Todd? Man, I really want to see Gennady. I need to see Gennady compete because Gennady's been releasing a lot of videos of him being super strong, some training videos, but we haven't seen Gennady actually pull since he's been this gym beast yet, right? Not in this serious match. So I really want to see what Gennady's made out of right now because it looks like he's on another level, but I'd love for that to be verified. So yeah, I'm excited to see that before I predict can Gennady beat Michael Todd. That'd be awesome. Steve Diamond, I believe John on Table Time when I trained like Batman, I arm wrestled my older bro that I've never beat at the time. Now, since mostly doing Table Time, I've gotten better and wins. Love the advice. Table Time super important, especially if you're brand new, you guys. Anybody that's less than a year in, Table Time. Lots of Table Time is major. I would say as much as your arm can handle safely, get that much Table Time because you're going to be making physical gains because it's a new workout for you. And there's so many other areas in arm wrestling you gain off the table, especially at the very beginning. Just learning the ABCs of arm wrestling, learning how to be safe, getting your body used to being safe, making the muscle gains. There's so many things you gain off the table in the first year that I think it's super important then. Let's see. Does Derek actually do any other sports? Just grip. I used to play basketball. I played college basketball. I don't play anymore, although I miss it a lot. My elbows can't really handle it. We wear sunglasses versus Tim. That'd be funny, but no. Alex McDonald, if Michael looks way stronger than John when they practice, is there even a point to the Devon match? Styles make matchups, yeah. They might not want anybody filming it, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if I get there and Michael and John are like, hey, we're not filming any of these matches. I'll try to get any footage I can, but if they want to keep John's practice matches, secret, then it is what it is. I'll respect John's house, of course. So we'll see. Because they might, it might be smart for them to not release that footage because Devon's going to eat that up and look at the angles and stuff like that and try to read it. Not release the footage, or they might release all of it. We'll see though. Derek versus Chance, a better match, says Glenn Isaiah. Chance don't want none of this. Chance is my boy. One day we'll cross paths. It'll happen. I promise, guys. I promise. As long as we don't get hurt or die, we will cross paths. All of a sudden, Evan is the middle of Tim and Derek's sandwich. How old was Todzilla when he started? Like 35 or 37? Yeah, he's somewhere in there in his later 30s. Danny Urick posted he posted a link to Lion Straps, you guys. That's one of my sponsors. Lion Straps makes the best straps you can possibly make. I've been promoting Lion Straps for years. You guys check them out. That's my teammate's strap company, and they don't make them any better than that. So if you don't believe me, try it out. Then also my other sponsor, while I'm on topic of sponsors, NatFit. NatFit is always taking care of me. natfitnation.com/awderek is the promo code. Save yourself 10% on supplements, you guys. natfitnation.com promo code awderek. One of my moderators, please put that in the chat. Let's see. How are your leg days going? What leg days, bro? Come on, man. We don't touch these legs. Okay, you guys are going quick. I gotta get in here. Derek, I don't think you are an underdog for Tim. I think you have all the tools necessary to match up with Tim well, but I cheer for Tim against anyone. Damn it. Limp wrist press should be banned in arm wrestling. I hate that shit. LOL, says Richard Biggins. Yeah, it hurts, especially when someone does it against you. Dog or cat? I like dogs. J-Web Fitness says I'm bringing cookies and beer. He'll love it. He'll love me. You are 2 weeks, says Texas Prawn to J-Web Fitness. Just a couple months, Mike, and I'm cracking that wrist, says J. Okay, I'm getting out of your guys' drama. What was your favorite Halloween costume of all time? I don't know. I dressed up as Herman Stevens twice, actually. That went pretty well. Let's see. It says, hi, Jim. Got insight on Tim's form. Hey. James Winland says, how did it feel beating Tom Nelson? Sweet. It felt sweet. I don't know, man. I was so hyped up and as strong as I could possibly be. Honestly, and not talking crap on Tom. I didn't feel him really. Like I was so in the zone that I couldn't tell the difference between Tom and like somebody else, anybody else, right? Because I was just going, and his arm just moved and it was over. I didn't like go slow and feel his wrist and feel his bicep real slow. I didn't like do all that, So it moved. I moved and his arm went with me. I know it's really, people have asked me that a lot. Like, it's the best way I can answer it. I don't know. I didn't feel Tom too much. I was pretty hyped up. YSM IRR says, Jared Cadorette stopped Todzilla's side pressure. There's no way Chance is not getting tanked like that, like he did against Corey, unless he's extremely fast. Did I read that correctly? Maybe, dude, maybe. For sure. Jerry has there's a ton of reasons why people should think that. 100% for sure. James Winland says, I too one day want to top roll Tom. Will you train me if I'm ever close? Of course. Anybody that's ever close to my practice is welcome to come practice with me. Anybody that hears this or watching this, you guys are welcome to come through for sure. I will teach you as much as I can in one practice. And the beat goes on, says, did the big fella close at 3.5 yet? I didn't try the 3.5 today. I tried the 3. I got the 3 pretty comfortably. The 3.5, man, I don't know. Okay, should I try it? It's stupid. I shouldn't try. I'm going to hurt myself. I already know you guys are going to say yes. Why am I asking you guys if you want me to try the 3.5? Okay. You know what? This is what we do, right? You sign up for something. And then you just go for it, right? I know you guys are going to want to see me try this, so we'll try it out. There it is. Come on, show it. There it is, 3.5. Oh man. Well, the three closed pretty comfortably. Hi, little one. Come say hi to the camera. Really? Say hi to the camera. Come here. Okay, now go sit down. She really wanted to say hi to you guys. Okay, guys, let's try this. So on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, my daughter's staying with me now. A little apartment, and so she'll always be here. Be here in the background hanging out while I'm doing this. All right. Okay, here we go. 3.5. Ow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, man. Oof. Not warmed up for that. That does not feel great on the old hand there. Okay. Is Jerry a chance actually happening now? No. Planning on hitting any major tournaments the next year or so? Europeans are the next big challenge. I would love to go to Zloty one day, but for now, I'm just focused on Tim. Ordering some line straps on Friday. Hell yeah, Spencer. Brendan Peasley says, would you ever have a matchup against Chance? Of course, it'll happen. Will you compete against any Europeans anytime soon? I want that match to Alex. Alex looks insane right now. I still want that matchup with Alex. So hopefully we can make that happen. I think Todd Gillis started in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken. It's crazy. I think it was late 30s, but maybe. Why aren't you taking Michael's left-hand match offer? It was just a time thing, right? So what happened with my left is I'm going to be 100% straight up with you guys. So I think I'm me arm wrestling Michael Todd in his style, left-handed, has a very high probability of injury. And where I will become injured is right where I just got done healing up slightly in my inner elbow. Because what's going to happen for sure is I have this match with Michael Todd. I'm going to take his hand and he's going to press. He's not even going to, I don't think he'll even try to contain his hand. I think he'll set up and he's fast and he's going to shoulder roll so hard. And when your hand goes like that, but because he gives it up immediately and wrenches sideways, my inner elbow just got done healing. Like it's not built, it's not fortified or monster yet. I can just start applying side pressure now at an amateur level, like low level pro amount of pressure. And I don't think I'm ready for a Michael Todd slam yet. So I'm trying to build it up. Now I'll control Mike's hand. That'll happen left-handed. I will take Mike's hand, but my inner elbow, I won't be able to hold Mike's press. I'm pretty sure I'll injure myself trying to. So if I do want to match with Mike, 100%, but I need to give it a few months. I need to train this up so I can handle him hitting as hard as I can and hopefully me holding it. I'm just prepping for that. Then because he said let's have the match like in like a couple weeks. I'm like, oh man, I know I'll take his hand, but I know he's gonna slam down there and he's gonna hurt my elbow. So it's just not ready for Michael Todd. I don't know. It's not ready for his style. I'm not ready to have that match with that style yet. But I do want to match with Michael Todd left-handed for sure, so I can talk crap to Mike and hopefully beat him. I got to make sure I'm ready. That's the real answer. Let's see. How much can you squat? I don't squat, so probably not very much. I think like 3 plates. Promo code AW Derek. It's right. Oh man, I'm way behind you guys. I think. Oh, okay. Wait. Where we at? Okay. Got to get aggressive for Tim. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hell yeah. Do you think Spoto can take 1 round off Dave? I think if Dave tried to hold and let Eric really crank on it and do whatever he does, I don't think Dave can defensively hold Eric Spoto. I don't think anybody can defensively hold Eric Spoto. And I would be, man, if I saw that, that would be very crazy. That'd be very crazy. He's like the juggernaut. You have to control him center table or go first and top roll. If you let him start doing his move and get his cup in and start going, anybody that can hold him from there, I haven't. Okay, yeah, then you're at a crazy level that I can't fathom. Do you think Spoto can take 1 round off the? So chance for Jerry Cadorette, we'll see. Fabian Collin, what's going on, Fabian? Says Fabian versus Nate McCollum from New Mexico this Saturday. What's your prediction? Oh, I've pulled both. I've pulled Nate. Fabian, have we ever pulled? Nate was a beast, but it was years ago that I pulled with you guys. It was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Nate was a beast then. Back then, Nate felt stronger to me. That's all I know. So if I'm going off that, I would say Nate. Fabian, you're my boy though. I'm gonna go. Nate, you're making me pick, man. I don't like picking just off favorites because I talk to you more. I'll go with Nate only based off what I felt when I was in New Mexico that one time. Sorry, that's what I'm gonna go off of. Someone clip this and send it to Tom, right? J-Web, you got to see the meme Derek has of Tom. James Winland. No, Chance shared it online. I got it from Chance. I want to see a meme. Don't hurt yourself. Don't bait us. 3.5. Someone donate for it. No. Take your time. RIP. You can do it. Robert Gold. If you get it, I'll send $99. Oh, man. Let's try that again. Hello, do 20 diamond push-ups. I've been arm wrestled with her since she could arm wrestle. So she always arm wrestles me, but she can't beat me yet. Hi, bub. Let's see. Yeah, that was my daughter. Okay, give it a couple weeks, dude. That's gonna have clothes. You're gonna get it, man. You're a beast. Wait till next week. Did he get it? Hit the like button, lads. It's White Wolf. Oh, we got 123 likes, 132 people. Also, brother, I have my kids Monday to Friday. Hell yeah. Do you have a press? I do. The thing is, I have a really strong press. I think it's because of my build, but I never do it. I need to start messing with it. I should start messing with my press more. I haven't in years. I don't know. I don't know why I became obsessed with pulling more traditionally, but because of my length, and I'm naturally a tricep dependent person. I've always had more built triceps than bicep. Like I've always been more tricep prone over biceps, and so my press has always been really good. But I need to get used to it. It's something you definitely have to be comfortable applying that pressure. So I need to start messing with my press a little bit more. Do you take collagen? No, I don't. When is your next match and with who? Tim Breslin, January 26th. Yo, what up, Derek? Some Tin Doonin. How's it hanging? Well, short shriveled, always to the left. Chance Shaw doesn't have any chance against Cadorette. Potentially not. Fabian says yes, right-handed. Did he do the gripper yet? I tried it, Rosie. Fell a little bit short. Man, it felt good though. It felt good. I kind of want to try it again. The 3.5. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I might be able to set it a little better, like place it a little better in my hand before I close it. I think I can set it a little better. Do you bench, and if so, how much? The most I've ever benched was like a few weeks before my match with Tom, and I benched 365 for 6, and I had a 7th one in there, but I stopped at 6. That was the most I've benched. So, but just 3 days ago, my shoulder was messed up. But I went and I bench pressed, and I put 3 plates on there, and I had it for 7 reps. But I stopped because my shoulder was aching. It felt like my shoulder was going to explode. So I stopped, but I probably had it felt like I had like 10 to 12 reps in there in my chest, but my shoulder was screaming. So I stopped. So it's getting there. I'll get back up. I want to bench like 450. But benching has never been a big thing for me. I just started within the last year. Besides arm wrestling, if you professional in any sport, what would it be? NBA? Yeah. Or a professional gamer, man, because I used to do that too. And nowadays they make really good money. Tell me on the Gray says, what's up? What's going on, man? Roger Cunningham says, get the press, dog. Roger's known for pressing. Roger, tell me more. Give us some information about your match with Artem. So Roger Cunningham has a super match coming up with Artem Ternenko, the Artem top roll. So yeah, you guys keep follow up with that. That's going to be crazy stylistically there because Roger goes heavy press. He goes deep inside. How many pull-ups can you do? Craig D asks. I've been doing okay. So there's a weight assisted pull-up thing at my gym. I use that, and I slowly just put less and less weight on there, so it helps me less and less. I haven't tried. I do neutral grip ones. I haven't been trying regular pull-ups. Before I started doing pull-ups on that weight assisted thing, though, which was like a year and a half ago, I could do 3 dead hang pull-ups on neutral grip at 350 pounds. So I've been doing it for like a year and a half on this weight assisted thing. So I'm hoping that number's up there. I should go test it at some point. I just like doing these like working sets of like 8 and 10. So I don't know. I haven't done regular pull-ups in a while. I keep doing the weight-assisted ones. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because by the time I do them all with regular body weight, I want to be doing like real good working sets with it. And I don't know if I was there. You guys remember my arms are insanely long, and I'm 365 pounds, so like the worst candidate for pull-ups. But I'm trying. I legitly do pull-ups three plus times a week, maybe sometimes 4. So I'm trying. How do you see yourself against Jerry? I have a hook. Is it a strong enough hook to get Jerry outside his shoulder? Am I fast enough to get Jerry outside his shoulder? I don't know. It'll be a good test on the 13th. I'll go hook with John and with Mike and kind of see what they think if my hook is getting to a significant level. I think it is. But I'd love to test it out with them and get a better answer for you. And then I'd be able to give a better answer how I deal with Jerry. Traditionally, I don't like pulling flat pressers. But traditionally, I wasn't hooking it at a good level. So let's see. I benched the bar twice one time. I feel like a stronger bench press makes me stronger in arm wrestling. So it might. I go always, but it's both hands. Best of 5, I'm assuming. Oh, it's both hands. Cool. Black Widow says, Derek, how to prevent a tennis elbow injury? We hate it. Took a year and a half. We hate it. It took year and a half in usual. How much strict curl? I haven't done strict curl. The tennis elbow thing, honestly, like, inflammation in the elbow just comes with arm wrestling. The more it gets tore down and the harder you practice and getting ripped open on stuff, it's just going to light up the elbow. I forget, you guys, there's tennis elbow and there's golfer's elbow. I forget which one's which. One's on the outside and one's on the inside. But it's inflammation in your elbow regardless. So, I mean, as your muscles, for some reason, as all this gets stronger, and you can compensate there's less strain on the arm because your muscles can handle the load way easier. So your elbows don't get lit up as much. So let's see, right now, I could say I have a normal practice for 3 hours with medium level guys, my normal team, right? So we have a good practice and I kind of kill it. The inflammation in my elbow, in just the nerve, not even talking about muscles, the inflammation in the nerve is going to set me back for 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Now, if I practiced with 30 10-year-olds, right? And I'm just pinning 10-year-olds. I'm throwing kids across the playground. I'm taking their lollipop. I'm slamming their hands. I'm putting dirt in their eyes and making them lick dog poop, right? Pinning a bunch of 10-year-olds. I could do that every day of the week, 4 days a week. 7 days a week. Sorry, every day of the week, 7 times a day is what I want to say. Because they just wouldn't be strong enough to tax my arm and make my nerves light up like that, right? So kind of people wonder, how can Devon pull a bunch of days in a row? Well, when you're that much stronger than people, it doesn't make it that hard, right? So look at it that way. When you're new and you're weaker in arm wrestling, it's just harder on it. It keeps lighting it up. So time off the sport, ice, because it's inflammation, getting it to calm down, things like that. Learning how to sleep properly without your arms bent. These are things that can help with inflammation. But yeah, man, it's kind of comes with the territory. Richard Biggins says, how much can you strict curl? I've never done a strict curl. There's videos of me doing curling with, I'm pretty strict on my form, but I haven't done an actual strict curl with my back against the wall. With my stricter form, I've done 2 with a super curl bar like this, 215 for working sets of 8. So it's 2 45s and a 10 on each side, and the bar, which is like 15 pounds, if I remember correctly. I'm doing that for working sets of 8. But I don't do the big swing thing. My back's pretty straight. I'm bent over a little bit doing the sets. Yeah. Derek, have you ever tried reverse band, strict Bosu ball, goblin quarter squats for arm wrestling gains? Also, have you been talking to Tim Breslin any? No, I haven't done those squats for any gains. And I haven't talked to Tim in a few weeks. I need to reach out to him because he got that match with Prudnick, and I need to make sure that match with Prudnick is not going to affect my match with Tim. Goat John B picked Corey as the future of super heavyweights in the U.S. Think you should line up a match with him? Your credibility will go up massively. It makes sense for John to think that Corey would be the top. You got to think, the last time me and John crossed paths, it wasn't very impressive on my behalf, for sure. So hopefully this coming week or so when we pull, he'll be like, holy shit. But I mean, thinking, and there's very good, argument that Corey is the top up and coming guy. That the argument is still extremely valid. But hopefully I can, impress John a little more when I see him in a couple weeks, because I'm definitely bigger and stronger now. Need a good press to beat King's move. Practice it, and you have a better chance against Todd. Right? Thank you, Brian. Tom Harvey says, how do you see the John and Devon match going? Hello from the UK. I think Devon wins, but I think John takes some matches. 3-2 Devon, something like that, right? Craig D is Schoolboy top 10 in North America. Super heavyweight. I think he'd be around 10th, somewhere around there, around 10th. I would think somewhere around there. But if you're talking about all pullers, you're talking about just in his weight class, because there's some lighter pullers that would be ranked in super heavyweights. Like Marcio's ranked heavyweight; he's not ranked super heavyweight. So top 10 overall or top 10 in his weight? Because I think Schoolboy is a super heavyweight, right? I squeeze the COC 8.5 in my dreams, says Keyless 123. The Rod says throwing kids across the playground, LMAO. I see kids doing cartwheels. So that's why my kids were running and crying the other day after the playground. Depends on your type of injury. Mine, I did slow centric curls and forearm extensions and help with what I thought was tennis elbow. I could be wrong. Give it a try, though. Craig D says, who wins? Mega Mike versus Lachlan. Dude, you can't ask me about any Australians, because who knows? They're stuck out there on their prison island right now, and they haven't been able to compete in a while. It's been a while. I mean, Ryan's come out here and Jordan Davis has come out here and stuff like that, but it was so long ago that they're entirely different polars right now. So we just don't know what level Lachlan's at in terms of anything outside of Australia. So I don't know. I really don't know. Mike's a bigger dude, and if there's no weight cap, I mean, Mike will come in at 275, 280. I don't think Lachlan's big. So who knows? Who knows? I'd love to see it, though, for sure. Richard Biggin says, Corey West injury against Dave slowed down a bit. Yeah, the left-handed injury, for sure. Pivot Master 861 says, Chance will get Mick effed up. maybe Chance, where you at? Why is Chance not in here? What's he doing? Dr. Power Builder. Did you ever see anyone bigger, taller than you in person? Yeah. I'm 6'8", right? My best friend, my daughter's godfather, is 7 feet tall. So playing basketball, I was around a lot of people bigger than me, for sure. But now that I'm heavy, because I was when I graduated high school, I was 6'7", 215 pounds. So I got heavy after that. But so bigger than me nowadays, like heavier than me, not too often. But there's some guys like Blake Perry that was in here earlier. I'm a little taller than him, but he's definitely a bigger guy than me for sure. So that happens. There's definitely guys thicker than me. But the combo of height and weight, not a lot. Can you have a frozen burrito? Okay. Let's see. Even in Australia, Lachlan is so far beyond anyone else. There's no way to gauge it. Yeah. See, have you made any new friends lately? New friends? I don't really try to make friends. Arm wrestler friends. The new guys that join the Discord. Well, because 250 isn't heavy. I mean, not in my world, it's not that heavy. You're definitely large and in charge, my brother. How do you rate Irakli Saganashvili? Wait, his last name's not Saganashvili, is it? Isn't it Irakli? Wait, his last name Saganashvili? No, it's not. It's something else, right? Irakli's amazing. Some people are asking like him versus Hermes, like that's a ridiculous question. Hermes is too heavy and too experienced for right now for Irakli. But Irakli, man, he lost to Sasho pretty convincingly recently. So whenever you ask about what level Irakli is at, Sasho is above that. So we talk about Sasho getting a bigger opportunity first. Sasho is getting there you go. Zirakashvili is Irakli's last name. Sasho versus Todd Hutchings is supposed to be coming up. Now that is something that's going to really show the levels. Now, last time they crossed paths in Moldova, Todd Hutchings beat Sasha, which is a really exciting match because they both blast sideways. Sasha is the up and coming young kid, and Todd Hutchings the old bear. So it's really exciting to see that. But we'll see them now fresh for fresh, not in a tournament format. Go at a super match, and that's going to be awesome to watch. Holy says, "Hello everyone, what's going on? Thanks for coming through." Jerry is scared. Change my man. Robert Kelly, lifetime advocate of arm wrestling uncensored, in the house. Yeah, I mean Jerry. I don't know if Jerry's scared, but I'm definitely getting the vibe that Jerry does not want to take the match with Chance. Definitely getting that vibe. I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning. I don't know if he's actually scared Chance is going to beat him, or if he's just being lazy, or if he's untrained right now, or what his reasoning is. But I definitely get the vibe that Jerry does not want the match with Chance, and I'm not really sure why. So, because I think Jerry is the favorite. He is the favorite. Not I think, for sure, when it comes to like resumes and who should win that match, it should be Jerry. But yeah, for whatever reason, he's making it very difficult for that match to happen. Oh, here's one we forgot. Your opinion on Vlad versus Bozidar crazy hook battle that just went down at the Euro Arms. So the question he's asking about is a guy named Vlad the Destroyer and Bojidar Simyonov. Basically, they had super matches recently in Arm Wars in England. Bojidar won pretty convincingly right-handed. Vlad couldn't go through him. And then Vlad won super easily left-handed, like dominated Bojidar, right? So they both won with one hand. Then at Europeans, the European Championships happened this weekend. They got matched up in the same weight class, right and left-handed, but they switched. So Bojidar lost right-handed to Vlad, and Vlad lost left-handed to Bojidar, which is crazy because they both dominate each other with those hands like a couple weeks ago, and then they just swapped. So it was really interesting to see that Vlad committing with his shoulder, that shoulder press, eventually chipped away at Bojidar. So yeah, great matches. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch that, I think it's World Arm Wrestling Federation, their YouTube channel. They have all the what's that water I hear over there? Huh? What are you doing with the water over there? I'm trying to wash the floor. There's no more. Yeah, in the first on the end, grab a plastic one. Sorry guys. So the what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's just go to the WAF YouTube page and check that out, and you'll see all the cameras on the different tables. And their tournament went for like a week. There's a ton of arm wrestling matches, but that's like high. That's the world championship level. I know that's not WAF tournament. It's not the championships. It was the Europeans, but still super high level. If you guys want to see what that level's like, go back and watch some of those tables. I've been to two of those. Well, I've been to two WAF World Championships, but the the European Arm Wrestling Championships are like not far off the World Arm Wrestling Championships. The Natty Bro says, hey, there's the man, Derek. What's going on? Tom Harvey, thanks, Derek. I wish we had more open matches across the world, but nice to see how everyone fares against each other. I agree. That's something I definitely, as I get to a more significant level, I plan to travel and challenge guys across the pond regularly. Tired of seeing all the same names here. So hopefully I'll be beating the American guys and then going to beating the Europeans, hopefully. What? In the drawer, Em. The drawer, the furthest drawer in front of the fridge. So sorry guys, daughter. Vlad's still a bit too good, but what a match, right? You hiding, Jerry? They're asking. Captain Mosh says flippity flopped. Let's hope Jerry does not get a quit tattoo on his tongue. Because Jerry, you guys, for those of you guys that don't know, Jerry sticks out his tongue. He kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt when he arm wrestles. He'd be like, that's like a perfect Jerry impression. If you guys ever asked me to do a Jerry Cadorette impression, it'd be like this. It's spot on. I know it's spot on. I know you guys are about to say, "Damn, that's spot on, Derek," and I know it is. Would you ever train MMA techniques for your job? Would I? Yeah, of course. Jerry would crush him. Who was your favorite WWE wrestler? I was an original Hulk Hogan fan, but once he went Hollywood Hulk, it lost me. Then I was a Goldberg fan. But that was like WCW. But wrestling, that's how I went. Let's see. Jerry is freaking beast. Always give Michael Todd a hard time. True, hilarious gold. Derek versus Europe. Can't wait. Jeremy James says it's going to happen. Bobby Ray Paris says Jerry would beat him so bad. So bad. Maybe. Like I keep saying, dude, Jerry's definitely the favorite. Definitely the favorite. I'm just wondering why he doesn't want the match. Why it seems like he doesn't want the match. I asked you, wait, what? Oh, we got 9 minutes, guys. 9 minutes. Jerry the Snake, young Cadorette. I asked you once if he gets power from the tongue wagging. With that tongue, let's say no woman has ever wanted to divorce him. Maybe. Thomas Miles says Jerry has everything to lose and no real benefit from wrestling Chance. Well, I'm saying, but if Jerry is arm wrestling for money and Chance has offered to put up $3K, like I know that's not a lot of money, but that should at least cover Jerry's trip and chances offered to come to him. So if Chance is offering to cover the travel to Jerry and put up money, then that's just easy money for Jerry just to go down the street and make some money real quick and go home. Like, why would he not do that? Because Jerry arm wrestles for money, so that's why I don't understand. If he is that confident that he'll beat Chance, and why not just go do it real quick, make some easy money? Who's the strongest person you ever pulled? Ooh, I've had super matches with Tim Bresnan, Devon Larratt, and John Brzenk. I've been on a practice table, and I've pulled with Dmitry Trubin, Vitaly Letin, Levon Saginashvili. So I don't know. They're all really strong. They all beat me really bad. So I don't know. A lot of those guys I just named, I couldn't even register how strong they were. That's how strong they were. So there's a saying in arm wrestling: a wall is a wall is a wall. Like, for the new guys in the sport, you won't be able to tell the difference between a low-level pro super heavyweight. Say you're a 160-pound puller. You won't be able to tell the difference between a low-level super heavyweight, a mid-level super heavyweight, a very high-level super heavyweight, and then Levon Saginashvili. All of them are going to feel like brick walls, right? So you can't really tell the difference. So a wall, it's a wall, man. You can't see the levels of a wall. You can't see how thick it is if you're not strong enough to mess with it. So they felt like walls, a lot of them. Although there were some angles with Tim where he wasn't a wall. I mean, he still beat me really badly, but there was some give there. He couldn't top roll me. Let's see. Have you ever watched Reese Todd and Corey West? Even in the match with Devon, it seems like he's having trouble accessing the King's move. And thoughts? I think he's going through some weird stuff with his hand and wrist right now, and him accessing certain positions. He called me and we talked about that a little bit. So hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's just some soreness and stuff like that, and he's able to get through that pretty quick. When are you going to get a super match with John Brzenk? Man, I don't want any part of old man right now. Like, it's just, dude, you beat John. You beat an old John, and you lose a John. You got smacked by an old dude. I already been down that road. There's not a lot. The only reason you arm wrestle John is for yourself. Because in terms of every other way, it's a lose-lose. But you do it for yourself. So on your own list of resumes, you could have a win. Hopefully, maybe have a win against John Brzenk. But yeah, it's just a lose-lose if you win. It doesn't. If you win, you lose. If you lose twice. So I'm not racing for that. And it's also I am trying to climb the rankings and try to get to that number one spot. That my goal forever has been to be ranked number one arm wrestler in the world. So I'm a ranking person, trying to look at the rankings and move up that way. So yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? He's doing a ton of stuff with the opponents with the opponent's wife in the background. It says ESPN 1337. Potentially, maybe, man, maybe. Have you ever watched the recent videos of Michael? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Jerry, where are we at? Lexi Voda is back, Derek. I saw a little clip or a snippet of him working out. I hope so. Damn, they're strong. John's dance card full for a while. It is. Steve Therault says, yeah, Monsters lost his ability to pronate properly. I bet you it's just something weird going on right now. I think it'll be fine. He'll heal up. Craig D says, how much money for you to box the mountain? Ooh, a cool meal. Best led to break into arm wrestling. I mean, I think if Brian Shaw got into it, he'd be really impressive. With his general arm length, arm size, and hand size, mixed with his grip training and things like that, once he conditioned his elbow and learned how to arm wrestle, I feel like he'd be pretty impressive, but I'm not sure. I think Juju had a bright future too if he stuck with it. I am getting into arm wrestling and I am building me an arm wrestling table. Hell yeah, Bobby Ray Paris, do it. Richard Biggin says Alexi is going to need a lot or juice to get back to where he was. How good is Larry Wheels? Says Bobby. Larry is getting better and he's getting stronger for sure. Kyle Pugh versus Alan Fisher. Who you got? Says Gabe Young. You gotta go with Alan Fisher until proven otherwise. Travis Jones says, dude, you sound like Dane Cook big time. Thanks, man. I used to be a big Dane Cook fan for sure. Who do you want to pull next? I could have said I'm pulling Tim Bresnan next, January 26th. Robert Scheidler says, what's up, boss? What's up, Robert? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Clerks 93, you should challenge Sparong. That was someone that was brought up a few times to me, and I'm definitely interested in a match with him eventually too. Do you think Monster will get his pronation back, and how will it affect him on the table? Yeah, he'll get it back, or bad things are coming. Why is John so strong without touching weights? Because he's been arm wrestling. Here we go. We're going to do this breakdown again. I do this at pretty much every stream. John's father was a professional arm wrestler. John's brother ended up being a world champion arm wrestler. He was raised as an arm wrestler, went through puberty as an arm wrestler, lifted weights as a young kid for arm wrestling, broke his elbow at 13 against a man while arm wrestling. His elbow, not his humerus where everybody else breaks it. He broke his elbow, so his elbow fused even tighter. And then as his body grew and matured, it grew as an arm wrestler body. And he had the fortified elbow mixed with all arm wrestler muscles, arm wrestler tendons, because his body grew as an arm wrestler while he was arm wrestling. So by the time he was an adult, his body is meant for arm wrestling at this point. The muscles are in place there, and they love to pull in that direction, and they're used to it. It's like walking to him. And so all he has to do to get strong again is just arm wrestle. And all the muscles just refresh where they were at from his whole life, right? They just kind of build back up because he'll naturally arm wrestle and get those muscles stronger. So for him, that's all he needs. Sorry, I know I go over that like every stream. Yeah, what do you think of this Sprong? He's a beast. Eddie Hall will be a beast at arm wrestling. We committed to it. He's so thick and he's so not short, but I don't know if he'll ever be able to get his elbow in front of his chest and really get tight. I feel like Brian Shaw, because he's so tall, could. I hope you beat Tim. Thank you, Bobby. Yala Shaska. Why the cap? Too much sun in there. Southern California, man. Style. It's a movement. What is Tim ranked? He's ranked 4th in North America and 9th in the world. Do you think Travis Bajan will ever make a comeback? Probably not. I never knew John's family was into arm wrestling. Hell yeah. Your hat only has 2 holes left. Head gets bigger. Head getting bigger. Yeah, all that growth hormone I'm taking. Inject it right here in the beard so you can't see the holes in my neck, right in the jugular. Try not to get put into the arm bar, right? Natty Bro says it me, or is Larry worse of an arm wrestler than when he should be? Like he doesn't seem connected at all. I feel like Larry is depending on his muscles to do a lot of the work. Like he's not staying tight and worrying about the form that I was talking to him about. I feel like he's trusting his hand and everything just to overpower everyone instead of any body movement or tightness or worrying about like priorities or things like that, which I understand. He's training with some of the strongest guys in the world for arm wrestling. And, they're telling him that the number one thing is biceps and this and that. And they are super important on top of all knowing how to arm wrestle and being fluid on the table and things like that. I don't think they're promoting that enough to Larry, in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what's going on in those practices exactly. Who's the smallest puller to take you down recently? The last time I got my butt kicked by someone outside of my weight class that I was like, dude, that guy is real. When I was really trying and when I was in Dubai and I was messing around with Hermes and what's his name was beating me at that practice? The guy that had the super match with Coach Ray, Mazahir. But I just got over COVID that week before. I was so weak there, but I was trying and they were pinning me. Hermes and Mazahir were pinning me at that practice. That's about it. Everybody else I've lost to is like, I've lost to their super heavyweights. And yeah, so I guess that was the last time I got pinned by someone significantly lighter than me was when I went to Dubai. White Wolf, Western Survivor beef jerky. Woo! Woo! Brad Voller says, best celeb to break into arm wrestling would be Mike Tyson. Oh, that'd be crazy. Oh, it's 6:00, guys. All right, let's wrap this up. What happens if Gennady goes 0-2 for sponsor Michael Todd and Hermes? That'd be crazy. I don't see that happening, though. I'm going to get a bucket of rice, get my hand better like Matt Mask does. Not just Matt Mask. Everybody does white rice bucket. I have one 2 feet from me. I'm going – have you ever pulled into Matt Mask just in practice? Is Chance in the same weight division as you? Yes. It was me, all 150 pounds of me pinning Derek. Johnny Dang. What's up, Johnny, man? I'll see you on Sunday. Come back through, bro. Stop hiding from us, Johnny. Oh, wait, that was a dream. Captain Maj says, Big Shaq trained by Devon versus Mike Tyson trained by Todd Hutchings. That'll be crazy. Bobby Ray Paris has, but you having COVID-19, you weren't 100%. That's what I'm saying. When I was so weak. Like, it's such an excuse, but I was super weak by the time I went out to see Larry. I was like, but I'm not, I already had the flight booked and everything booked. Like, I wasn't going to not go. So it wasn't about me competing and being a badass. It was about me filming it and helping Larry grow and having an experience. That's what I kept telling myself. I was like, I'm going to be weak, but just go enjoy yourself, get the footage. I kept telling myself that. And I got my ass kicked by a bunch of people. Me and Larry were like neck and neck. And you saw the video when we pulled before that, the Fit Expo, where I was just holding him. And then when we went out to Dubai, like, He was like right there with me and Larry. So, and I imagine he got stronger, but yeah, I definitely had a lot to work on. Okay. So you're saying that Larry doesn't really learn the basics right. I get to pin Derek in January and 140 likes. Okay. All right, guys, is Uncle John on right now? Can someone check? I believe it's Uncle John time, right? He was live yesterday, so I imagine he's going to go live tonight on his normal time. You guys, first off, if you guys are watching this and you're not subscribed, that's weird. Like I say every week, you're a weirdo. Stop staring at me. Hit the subscribe button so the videos will pop up. Turn on notifications so you guys know when I'm going live. And like the video if you guys liked what I'm talking about. I'll start going. I'm gonna start doing my reaction videos, like I said. So I'm excited to show you guys some less known channels and some weird practice videos and tournament videos and super match videos of people you haven't seen before, and help you guys kind of digest it and hopefully enjoy it. Have a few laughs with me. I'll try to bang some of those out tonight, hopefully, if not tomorrow, and start cranking out some of those reaction videos for you guys. Uncle John is live right now. Cool. Perfect. So if you guys get a chance, please go from here straight over to Uncle John's channel. Say Derek sent you guys. Let him know I'm here. We're pushing for John. It's all about the community, helping the community grow. That's what I'm here for you guys. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, always message me on Instagram, AWDerek, AWDEREK. You can find me on there. Shoot me a message, and I'll probably get back to you guys. So, all right, guys, I will see you next Wednesday, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And thanks for hanging out with me. See you later.